New information for you regarding the sudden war with Iran. In the last 2 hours, the United States death toll for service members has now reached 6. At this time, no identities have been released, but at this moment, we know there are 6 families in this nation who either have or will soon get that dreaded knock at the door. With that, as to the conflict, let me get you up to speed on that. The latest today, President Trump said that the mission is likely going to take 4 to 5 weeks. That's an estimation to remove the threat, he says, of Iran's ballistic missiles and nuclear program. But in his talk today, he did leave the door open for possibly taking longer. Retaliation from Iran, that continues. Smoke could be seen rising from the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait. Saw the video earlier today. Tomorrow at the U.S. Capitol, which you just saw, the House and the Senate are scheduled to get an all-members briefing on the situation. And this is all, as we know, happening more than 7,000 miles away for us, and many unknowns to come. But one thing that is going to likely impact all of us from the get-go, and that's the price of gas. Our Bo Evans is in Fort Worth today, and some stations have posted higher prices today. Just curious, can we tell if that's in any way part of the kind of the normal pricing cycle we're used to, or directly related to the situation with Iran?
Yeah, Doug, I mean, it's really complicated, and the answer is all of the above, but we do know gas prices are rising. This gas station in Fort Worth, yesterday, the price of gas was $2.59. Today, it's up 30 cents to $2.89. That's pretty consistent with what Gas Buddy told me when I talked to them today. They're seeing gas price increases from 20 to 30 cents across the country. And, you know, why is that happening? It's because retailers are needing to increase the price now. I spoke to a lot of experts about why this is happening. Bruce Bullock, the executive director of the McGuire Energy Institute at SMU, he told me that they need to get more money in-house to pay for the more expensive gas that's coming. And so they are increasing prices right now. And that's because the price of oil is going up. The price of oil is up about 7%. It's over $70 a barrel. Now, why is that? It's not because of how much oil Iran produces. They produce about 4% of the global oil supply, but 20% of the world's oil supply comes from the Persian Gulf and has to go through an area known as the Strait of Hormuz. And that is a tiny little area in the Gulf, and it's being strangleholded right now by, you know, this threat of bombings and other things. So Bullock says that absolutely no oil tankers are moving through there right now. Zero. Effectively, 20% of the world's oil is turned off at this moment. And so Bullock says right now, today, that's just a little impact on gas, but if this goes on further, we're going to see much bigger impacts, Doug.
Yeah, can you give me any clarity in the people at least you spoke with today? Because this is, as you so eloquently said off the top, this whole thing is so complicated with gas pricing. But how much of what is going on in the Middle East with the war now underway versus what I talked about earlier, the normal fluctuation in gas prices? Because we've seen that over recent months.
Yeah, I asked Bullock that exact question, and we are, you know, it feels a little bit warmer like summer today, but we're not quite at that ramp up to summer gas prices. But we will see that summer blend come in instead of that winter blend we have right now, and that's more expensive. So it's more expensive because it's a little bit cleaner, it lets off more emissions, but it costs more. And so when that comes in, we're going to see prices ramp up even more. Also, we're going to see people head out the door more. That means more people are going to be buying gas. The demand is going to be higher, Doug, and that's going to cause prices to rise even more. But, you know, if we're not getting the oil supplies that we're prepared for, that we prepare for every week, that is also going to increase the price of gas for everybody.
So many elements at play in all of it. Bo, thank you very much, our Bo Evans. Last time, by the way, that we saw a large-scale international conflict like this was when Russia invaded Ukraine, and that didn't have immediate impacts, but we did eventually see record gas prices. Did the experts say that we need to be prepared for something like that? And that's one more question for Bo, if we could.
Yeah, absolutely, Doug. I talked about that with Bullock and with Gas Buddy, and they had a little bit of different answers. You know, the war in Ukraine did impact prices here, and it did cut supplies. And what we didn't see is an immediate ramp up of prices. But it did impact the supply, and by the time we got to June, we saw $5 a barrel $5 a gallon price for gas across the U.S., $4.70 right here in Texas before coming down to about $3.40 around August. So that is what we were seeing. But what Gas Buddy told me is that there is no supply issue in terms of getting gasoline to gas stations. It's just that the global market will see less, and that'll increase prices overall.